5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You are listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside you.
Yeah, what up, people?
What up?
What's going on? What's poppin'? So you guys have tuned into The Bad Boy Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. Miles, what's good, man? How's life? How's all the things treating you? How they're supposed to be treating you? How's it going?
Yo, life is good, son, because I'm still here to talk about it. You feel me?
Exactly. That's what it's about.
How are you doing, Mr. Locario? You never get to ask Mr. Locario how are you doing?
I'm doing decent, you know. I'm
It's all right.
I'm in and out of realizing that like life is meaningless and also trying to find meaning in every day. You feel me? So it's one of those things. It's like,
right.
It's like, I don't know, man. Who knows? You know when you have one of those days where you're just like, what's the point of it all? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it's like you eat like some good food and you're like, yo, this shit is delicious. I guess this is what life is all about. You feel what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. It's like that yin and yang, you know? It's just like, I don't know.
Right.
It's crazy. But anyway, so today's topic, guys, we're going to be talking about why you're not having success in the dating game, okay? Because, you know, the dating game is see, this is the thing. People don't understand that dating or the game of dating is like everything else. It's you know, you get in what you get out what you put in, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's one of those things where we're going to get more in depth, you know, in a minute. But before we get into all that, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back with some news. You guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.
Yeah. We are back. We are back on the Bad Boy Show. So there was some things happening in the news, you feel me? So first let's talk about the Kanye West thing. So what's up with this guy?
Yes, I was going to say that, but yeah. Well, I think they finally figured out an angle to get his ass.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because we spoke about a little bit about this last week, where we were saying like he's wilding out and talking about a bunch of people and it's not good, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was like, he was making a point that he's a real nigga and he's trying to like find support from real niggas in the industry, but it's a fake industry, so it's hard to find that.
Right.
But I think it's a little bit beyond that. Because I was waiting for this shit to happen. Because I remember when he gave that interview with I think it was Sway, when he was having problems trying to figure out his fashion deal,
right,
with the sneakers and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like kind of like blocking him, and they didn't want to approve his designs and all this shit.
Right.
And he was talking a lot of shit about how they hold niggas back and they purposely pick and choose who they want to be successful and blah blah blah.
Right.
And we were saying something about, because we was on another show. We was on when we was doing the Sexy Party show, and I was saying they better make sure he gets home safe, because if they fuck around and talk about he was in some type of car accident, then I know it was some,
right, some other shit. Right.
Shit,
right.
But now it's like, I think so what happened was they said that there was a distress call or a mental health emergency.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody called it in, and the cops came to get him, to take him to UCLA hospital to be mentally evaluated or psychiatrically evaluated.
Right.
And when the cops came to get him, he kind of resisted. So they took him in handcuffs.
Mm.
You understand? So to me, that ain't no different from getting arrested.
Right.
But now he's been admitted to psychiatric evaluation. But that's what they're saying. We don't know if he's actually in psychiatric evaluation or if he's actually in prison somewhere.
Right.
Nobody actually knows, and they're not going to tell you anyway. But the point of the matter is, he's been talking a lot of shit about, because if you listen to the concert, he was talking about Google, he was talking about Facebook. He told the truth about how Beyonce said she refused to perform at the MTV Awards if she didn't win Video of the Year.
Right.
Like, so he's talking about industry secret shit.
Right.
And he's only getting crazier and crazier. Then on top of that, he's walking on stage after only doing 3 songs. Right. That's making this company Rock Nation, who owns him and who owns Jay-Z and probably Beyonce, 3 of the biggest artists in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's reneging on his concerts. They have to give these people back their money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that means Rock Nation is losing money.
Exactly.
And a fucking multi-billion-dollar company is not going to stand losing money for much longer. You understand?
Right.
And I've been doing my research and looking at videos and doing this and that. I found out that they canceled the rest of the Rock Nation canceled the rest of the concert,
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 hours later, the quote unquote emergency call was made, and
Wow.
nobody knows who made the emergency call. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They said was, the call was made because he seemed to be a danger to himself and others around him.
Right.
But there was no report on like his assistant, his bodyguard. They can't tell you who exactly made the call. So just out of nowhere, a call was made, and this nigga was taken in handcuffs, and now he's in their custody in handcuffs.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what's
And
funny
it's
to
all
me?
because he's crazy.
You know what's funny to me? With this whole thing, if you look at it objectively, right? It's like it doesn't make sense as far as them calling him crazy or having a mental breakdown, because if you think about what he was saying, like forget that it's Kanye West saying it. You understand what I'm saying? Imagine, is me or you or one of your friends just saying that literally the same exact thing Kanye West said. Let's say it's one of your friends who has an open mic in a local, hip hop spot, and he's just on stage and he's like, "Yo, man, Google is lying to y'all motherfuckers. Facebook is lying to y'all. And, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they on that bullshit, because they on that Hollywood shit, whatever, and fuck radio, blah, blah, blah." Right? That nigga would have got a standing ovation. Like, yeah, tell him. It's so, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just talking regular shit. Like, I don't understand how a person is having a mental breakdown or they're crazy for just talking literally about what he talked about. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't say I was going to kill somebody. He didn't say I was going to, do some type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't say anything threatening. You understand what I mean? Like, but if you notice, if we look at it, it's like, if they want to take it there, it's like, it seems like he's saying something threatening about Google and threatening about Facebook and threatening about all these, you see what I'm saying? So
exactly. Because the difference in your analogy, the difference between the guy at the open mic,
right,
is that he's affecting maybe 15 people, maybe
right,
30 if it's a big venue.
Right.
Kanye West, I mean, just at that concert alone was probably talking to at least 100,000 people,
right,
or something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
or 70,000 people, whatever it was. But the point of the matter is, when Kanye West says something, it gets tweeted out. So he's going to reach millions of people in one shot.
Right.
Because he's Kanye West. You see what I'm saying?
And on top of that,
the thing is, when you have followings and you have influence, because remember, the music business is a volume business. It's a volume business. So
right.
That means because it costs a certain amount of money. I mean, you know this. We've done this shit. It costs a certain amount of money to manufacture a CD, right?
Right.
And all the people involved in creating the music, you got to pay them. So that means the record company, at the end of the day, is really only making like maybe $1.50 for every CD sold. You understand?
Right.
But that's why it's all about volume. So if Kanye West is talking shit about record companies, Google, radio, Facebook, and he's catching the ear of millions of people in one evening,
Mm-hmm.
that's too much for them to allow
Exactly.
to go on.
That's
So
bad for business.
Because they know it's going to look fucked up if all of a sudden he's in a car accident.
Mm-hmm.
And people are already saying that Kanye West is crazy.
Right.
This is the angle they have to use to shut his ass down.
Right. And you know what I find interesting too? You ever notice when a person is talking, some real shit? You know what I'm saying? Just some real shit. That's when they want to call you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
They dismiss it as, oh, you're just crazy. Because a normal person wouldn't, say things that are actually happening. A normal person wouldn't be honest. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we all got to play politics and kiss each other's asses and, tiptoe around shit. But then it's like when a dude say something, it's like, oh, he's crazy. You gotta let you know that this is on some crazy shit. So that if you're thinking about speaking out, don't. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is what's going to happen to you. You understand? Because like you're saying, all those motherfuckers in the industry, them making moves makes a whole bunch of other people money, or them saying shit could fuck up a whole bunch of people's money. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So they looking at this dude like, yo, we got to do something about this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So,
right.
Who knows where the fuck Kanye is right now? You understand what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna tell you something. The sad part is that no matter what Kanye West says,
Mm-hmm.
there's no way to prove any of it. So whether he's saying shit that's true or false, it's all gonna sound crazy to us.
Right.
Because none of us was there. So it's just like when you... Let me tell you something. Kanye West could be who he is today, and then he could be that bum down the street that just be mumbling shit under the fucking bridge,
Mm-hmm.
pushing around a shopping cart.
Right.
And niggas would know that that's Kanye West, and it'll mean nothing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because none of us was there to say whether or not, Beyonce did this, or whether or not Jay-Z and them sent killers to his head, or whether or not, you understand what I'm saying? Nobody's there to verify this shit.
Right.
So all they have to do is label his ass crazy,
Mm-hmm.
freeze all his assets, and he'll be a bum on the street and nobody will give a fuck.
Exactly. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. When you mess with these people's money, man, it's wild. You know what I'm saying?
On the flip side, because I've been listening, and this, I don't know, maybe it's just not a coincidence, but subconsciously, I've been listening to these Damon Dash hip hop motivational videos.
Right.
And this is the type of shit that Damon Dash be talking about. If you not putting up your own money, if you got other people producing and putting up money for your projects,
Mm-hmm.
you can't say shit.
Exactly. Real
They
shit.
can shut you down at any fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Real
this
fucking
is the type
talk.
of shit that Damon Dash be talking about when he said he can't work for certain types of people
Mhm.
because when you a real nigga, you want to say something real. This is the type of shit that happens to you.
Exactly. You
The
see?
most they can say about Dame Dash is he's broke.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But ain't nobody running to get him, calling him crazy, or all of a sudden he got he was in a private jet owned by the he was in a private jet that was owned by the record company that he works for, or that he
Right.
signed to, and all it blew up in mid flight and all this type of shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because whatever jet Damon Dash is on, he probably owns this shit, and whatever project he's working on, he's putting up his own money so nobody can tell him shit.
Right. Real talk, man. It's crazy shit out there, man. It's fucking crazy, man. That shit is wow. It's like I don't know, but we'll see what happens. After all this, you feel what I'm saying?
And with saying all that, I just want to say, listen, people who are members, we thank you for your support, and people who are thinking about becoming members, if you appreciate what we do, then just sign up to become a member, B.
Exactly.
Just sign up to become a member.
Exactly.
Or send a donation, because this is the type of shit that could go down. When, if y'all don't sign up, then we gotta go try to get funding from some fucking company, and then that's gonna change the realness of the message.
Right,
You
it's
understand?
true.
But
It's
if
true.
y'all fucking support us on a grassroots level, we'll be able to give you the message 100% real.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So go to badboymembership.com and sign up, or go to Undeniable Game. You know, get the download. Give us an email so you can get on the email list.
Right.
You understand? Subscribe, send donations, ask questions, all that shit. Because we got the real message for y'all. This is no industry shit. We telling you what's real.
Exactly. Real fucking talk, man. Real shit, man. Oh my goodness. Now, in other news, Fidel Castro passed away. And I think he was like, what, 90 years old and stuff like that?
Yeah, he passed away at 90. He had, what was his condition?
I don't even remember.
I don't know if it was heart failure or what. It was something, but he's been dealing with issues for a while, and it just caught up with him.
Right.
But shit, 90 years old, he lived a long time. Pretty much.
And it's interesting because it's like mixed emotions and reactions to him passing away. You know what I mean? And a lot of stuff that I didn't even know about this dude, and I was like, looking up some stuff, and I was seeing some stuff online where they were saying that he helped a lot with with black people and trying to help them out of the bullshit that, you know what I'm saying, like people was going through. And then it made more sense to me as to why, a lot of the leaders in America hated him. You understand what I'm saying? That wasn't feeling him. Because whenever you're trying to help black people, then it's like they're looking at you like you fucked up. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm just like, God damn, like, oh my goodness. Because it was funny because they were saying like, oh, they say he was terrorizing his people or oppressing them or something like that. And, I don't know the full story, but I'm like, that's kind of ironic for, Americans to even say that when that's what America does to, you know what I'm saying, to black people for how many years? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy. I'm like, man. But, I mean,
honestly, the thing with Fidel Castro is pretty much the same story. Like, Fidel Castro is like Dame Dash. Fidel Castro was trying to stay independent of America's so-called democracy.
Right. Right.
He didn't want to be dependent on America's economy. So he was trying to maintain his own. He was trying to maintain Cuba's situation, but because he didn't want to do everything policy-wise that America wanted, that's why they started a trade embargo and wouldn't allow people to go to Cuba, because they didn't want Americans to go to Cuba and see a different type of life. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. That's crazy.
Because that's why there's mixed reviews. That's how you know that America will say a lot of bad things about Cuba and about communists and about Fidel Castro, but it's all mixed reviews because some people could see the good, some people could see the bad. That means it wasn't all bad. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Fidel Castro was just trying to do the best what he thought for his country, and he didn't want to submit to all the rules that America was trying to push onto Cuba.
Yeah, real talk, man. Real fucking talk. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, man, it's just wild, man. But it's every time.
Rest in peace to that nigga.
Exactly, for real.
He did better than Muammar Gaddafi, because Muammar Gaddafi got to the point where America had to come kill him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So Fidel Castro was able to call his own shots until he died. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
So shout out to that nigga.
Exactly. So in other news, so there was a Texas judge who basically said that he wanted to, what he said he wanted to apologize for saying that a black suspect should be hanged. So he said something, I think in a tweet or something, like he said something like get the tree and the rope or some crazy shit. And then, he turned around and apologized after and was like, yo, I didn't really mean it like that, and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, okay, come on, dude, come on. It's crazy because like the other day, I put up a post on Facebook and I said something like, I think I said, you can't be racist and intelligent at the same time. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, I feel that.
And so I'm arguing back and forth with this dude, one of them pro-black dudes, and he's like, yo, what are you talking about? That don't make no sense because, these racists are running the country and, and they're running the world, and how are you going to say they're not smart? And isn't, they got to be smart to be able to do that and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, the dude is not understanding what I'm saying. if you are a person who subscribes to racism and you actually believe in racism and think that is an actual like fact, like, oh, I'm different than you and I'm smarter than you because I'm white and all this other shit, then what I'm saying is you're an idiot because you're living your life based off of something that doesn't actually exist. That's not real. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I'm talking about it from that perspective now, but also let's take it further. Even if you say a person, you know, these people, run the country and run the world and blah, 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 blah. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're smart. You understand what I'm saying? Or intelligent. All that means is that they fucking dominated through force and rape and pillaging and killing and all that other shit. That doesn't make you smart. You feel what I'm saying? That just makes you a fucking bully. You feel what I mean? So if you're just going to look at the result and say, oh, you're smart because this is what you got to understand. If a person is the white people, or not even just white people, but white supremacists, you could say, they're not comfortable. You understand? Because if I come to your house, right, and I rob your shit and I beat up your kids and I do all this other stuff, I'm not chilling and relaxing. I have a constant fear that you're going to try to get back at me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's not smart. You feel what I mean? So the smarter thing I would have given it up to racists if what would have been smart is if they actually got everything done how it is now without having to kill, rob, and steal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if they were able to persuade you as a black person or this or that they was better, that they needed to be on top, and then you was like, yeah, that makes sense, then I would have been like, these motherfuckers are smart. But you can't say, oh, they're smart, because no, that's the equivalent of me saying, that's like you saying a rapist has game because he was able to fuck a chick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like what kind of shit is that? Like because of the outcome of the sex, that means that he has game because he got it done. No, the nigga had to rape because he didn't have game. Do you understand what I'm saying? The niggas have to be racist because they don't have game. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, like, I don't understand how people don't get that shit. You feel me? But it's, like, so every time I hear these stories and I'm just like, yo, these motherfuckers are so fucking goofy. I'm like, God damn, like I don't give you props for the way that you got the shit popping. That's not smart to me. You understand what I'm saying? Smart is when if you want something to happen or you want somebody to move and to do something, smart is when you're able to make them do it with them feeling like they wanted to do it for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or they wanted to do it. You understand? Like,
you created some type of inspiration or
exactly
some type of motivation
for them to
do it.
Right, yep. Exactly. You understand? The same way where if you trying to holler at a chick, you inspire something within her to make her want to do the things you want her to do. You understand what I'm saying? You taking it by force, that's rape. That ain't being smart. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, come on, man. Like, these motherfuckers. But anyway, so that shit be pissing me off. Anyway, in other news, Dave Chappelle is getting 3 comedy specials on Netflix. You feel me? So he's
nice.
He's making that happen. He's doing the damn thing. Dave Chappelle is the man, yo. That nigga, like, he be funny without even trying. So he's he knows what's good. You feel me? So he's crazy. Oh, there was the other dude. Now go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the dude you told me about. What's his name? I saw his comedy special on Netflix. The black dude.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to talk about. Michael Che.
Right. Yeah. You guys got to check out Michael Che on Netflix. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah. Actually, for those that may not be familiar with him, he's actually like one of the 2 black guys on SNL, on the SNL cast right now.
Right.
And he does the Weekend Update with the other guy. But I wanted to quote one of the lines that he said from the thing, being that you were talking about race in the previous story.
Right.
He said, because the name of his special is Michael Che Matters, or something like that. So he was talking about Black Lives Matter, and he was saying he don't understand why it's such a, it's such a big deal for somebody to say that something matters.
Right.
And he was also saying that, white people always want to say all lives matter. And he said when white people come up with the argument that all lives matter in reference to saying that they don't agree with Black Lives Matter, It's like if your wife was to ask you, "Hey, honey, hey, baby, do you love me?" And then you look at her and say, "Hey, honey, you know I love everyone."
Right. Exactly.
So I just thought that was a really good analogy, because it's like, that's exactly what people are trying to say when they say Black Lives Matter. It's like, yeah, we know all lives matter, but it's like
we're talking about something specific,
lives are not
right?
Being killed at will for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. So and that's the funny thing is that these motherfuckers understand. They know what the fuck it is. You understand what I'm saying? They just want room to play dumb. That's the thing that I hate about the whole shit, is that people love to have room to play dumb. Like, I was watching, I don't know if you saw this video that was floating around with Stephen A. Smith, and he was saying some shit about it. This dude was interviewing him, and he was like how black people need to know how to, if they want white people to care about racism, they need to know how to speak to white people in a way where the white person doesn't get offended, so they'll be able to hear what you're saying and all this bullshit. And I'm like, wow. Nigga, they understand. You don't need to soften it. You don't need to, because he said that if you say it to them, it'll feel like, you're attacking them or whatever. And I'm like, fuck all of that. They understand. That's the thing where people try to do that little wiggle room thing where they try to find those ways to, sort of, have the situation play out to where they don't have to really address the issue or address the truth. You feel what I mean? It's like when you try to tell a chick like real shit about, dating or life or whatever. And if you say something that gets her upset or offends her, she just wants to stop the conversation. Like, I don't feel like talking about this anymore. I don't feel like, like she gets all like upset about the shit, but she knows what you're saying is true. You understand? She knows what you're saying is real shit. So it's like, you don't need to tiptoe around it to make them feel better about hearing it. They don't want to hear it, period. You feel what I'm saying? They just don't want to face it. That's all that really is. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, man, that shit is whack. I'm like, these motherfuckers crazy. Fucking crazy. But anyway, so in other news, I thought this was hilarious. So rapper Gucci Mane, or Gucci Man, I don't know how do you pronounce the nigga name. Anyway, that nigga,
matter. It really doesn't matter.
The clone's friend or threatened to expose a 31-minute video of some gay shit that Gucci Man did. Okay, so one of his boys, I guess he got beef with him now, or his boy don't like him. I don't know what's going on with this nigga, but he said he has like a 31. I find it funny that he actually said a 31-minute video, like he had it down to the fucking minute. Like, this, it's not a half an hour, it's a 31-minute nigga.
31.
Like, you wasn't doing gay shit for a half an hour. You was doing gay shit for 31 minutes, nigga. You know, like, are you serious?
Well, you know what I think it is? I think the nigga that wanna is actually a gay nigga that is mad at the fact that he proposed to his girlfriend.
Right.
Because I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah.
They was at a basketball game, and they put them on. You know how they do this thing when you're at a sporting event and they see like a couple sitting together.
Right.
They put the camera on you, so they put you up on the mega screen, the Megatron screen.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so it's like, so sometimes they call it the kiss cam or whatever, right? So it's like if you sitting there with your girl and y'all kiss, then the crowd applauses or whatever.
Right.
So the camera went on them, and they was looking up at the mega screen, and then he took out the ring and knelt down and proposed to her or whatever.
Right.
And then you want to tell me, like, right after that, you want to fucking expose him for being gay?
Right, right.
Like, nigga, you hating because the nigga about to get married to a woman and he's not going to be available to fuck you in your ass. Like, stop it. Like,
oh man. It's like nowadays, it's like, who the fuck isn't gay nowadays? You feel what I'm saying? That's
and that's another thing. We're in 2016. Niggas is turning from men to women and women to men.
Exactly.
Who the fuck?
Actually,
video, nigga, like,
actually releasing that video is just gonna make Gucci Man more powerful. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly, because now he's gonna get more listeners.
Exactly.
Because all of the gay niggas who say, I ain't gonna listen to Gucci Mane because he don't represent the LGBT community.
Exactly.
When the video come out, they're gonna be like, oh shit, I ain't know Gucci Mane got down like that. I'm gonna buy his record.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here. Or I'm gonna start listening to him on Spotify.
Right.
That's my new shit.
Right. So I'm saying, like, this is the worst time to try to expose someone for being gay. Like, that ain't gonna do nothing but help him out.
It's like nowadays when he on the fucking record talking about dumping clips, then the gay nigga's gonna be thinking he's talking about some other shit.
Right, exactly.
And the trap nigga's going, they're gonna consider whatever he's saying, the same old trapper shit. But,
Right.
Or when I pop the trunk, that's gonna mean something different to them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All of that dumb shit.
Oh man. You're gonna have to do a collab album with Young Thug and shit. It's gonna be some super.
Yeah, or do a song with Young M.A.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That could be a thing. I'm telling you.
Gay,
that's gonna be a thing. You're gonna see another album cover with Gucci Mane, Young Thug in a dress, and Young M.A. in a suit. That's what's going to be the shit. I'm telling you. Oh man, that shit is too funny. My God. But anyway, so so let's get to this. We got a subscriber email. Let's get to that shit. Hold on. Let me try to find this email and shit to see what dudes want to say and all that. All right, so we got an email right here. It says, quick email says, what mindset should you be in when you see a woman you think is attractive and want to talk with her to make something happen? Wow, this is like a super broad question and shit. Like, but it's like, the mindset you have regardless, from whenever you're dealing with women and all that other stuff, is that you can get women. That's it. That's all you need to have when you're trying to talk to women. Like anything that's making you think that it can happen, anything that you feel that when it comes to like, you feeling confident, you feeling secure, you feeling okay with what's going on, you feeling good in the moment, you are, feeling the vibe, all of that type of stuff needs to go down when you're dealing with women. Anything about like, oh, I'm whack, I'm ugly, I'm insecure, I ain't got enough money, girls don't like me, all that other shit needs to go out the window. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because when you come at the shit with that type of mindset, you're gonna fuck the things, you're gonna fuck everything up, because your thoughts are, it's going to turn into how you actually respond to women. Do you understand? So if you think that you can't, make it happen with a chick, if you think you can't talk to her, if you think she's not going to like you and all this other stuff, you're bringing that energy to the situation. You understand? It's really that simple. And I think like, if more guys would understand that, having the certain mindset of, thinking that you can get women and believing that women want you and believing that you can make these things happen, more things are going to happen for you. The problem is, this is what happens a lot of times when you talk about this subject, is that a lot of guys have a fantasy in their head of thinking that all they need to do is learn the perfect line, learn the perfect thing to say, and learn the perfect things to do. And then once they figure that out, then they'll go up to any girl that they want, any particular girl, this girl that they probably had their eye on in their school for like 6 months that they've been afraid to talk to. And then they're going to go up to her. They're going to say that perfect thing. They're going to do that perfect thing. And then she's going to fall into his lap, right? Now, if that doesn't happen, you understand? Then they think that, shit just doesn't work, or shit's never going to work, or, things don't go the way they're supposed to. And it's not about this mindset. It's about looks. It's about money and all this other shit, because, guys need to rationalize shit in their head. You understand? But the thing when it comes to the game is not about just one thing. It's about how you conduct yourself and how you do things overall. You understand? It's the same way where, me and Miles built our company. You understand? We've been doing this for years. So it's not like, like if, let's say, for example, somebody goes to MrLocario.com and buys a book, or somebody goes to PavillonPhoto.com and orders, some photos or wants to do a wedding or whatever it is. That didn't happen because we, started this company last week. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the shit happened because over time, we've been putting in the work, we've been putting in the energy, we've been doing the things to get ourselves to a point to where things can flow, you know, in a way that it can flow. See, the thing with dating is that, you know, I don't know for what reason people think that they don't have to, you know, put in any type of work, any type of energy. They don't have to like do the things that they need to do to make things happen in order to, you know, see progress. They just want things to just happen right now without them having to really do anything, or without them having to have a certain mindset, without them having to continuously make things go down. You understand? So it's, and the thing is this, is that what happens is that a guy, he'll say, well, I keep getting rejected. And I always say, yo, rejection happens to everybody every day. You understand? When a dude is busting a nut into a woman, a lot of sperm gets rejected. You understand what I'm saying? When Beyonce and Jay-Z and Kanye and whoever else comes out with an album, right? And they sell 1 million copies, right? That's like 10 million people rejected them because they had like 30, 40, 50 million people who heard the single who didn't buy the fucking album. Only 1 million people bought it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing that people don't understand, is rejections happening all the fucking time. So why are you crying about you talking to a girl and she rejected you, and then now you want to go sit and just quit after, you know, you talked to one girl? Like, so what? You feel what I mean? Like, that's the thing that dudes got to sort of, you know, understand about this shit, man. It's like, it's part of the whole thing. You understand? Like, you got to understand that shit, man. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. You want to say anything, Miles, before we go to break?
Yeah, man. Like you said, man, it's all about your mindset. While you approaching the bitch, just be like, I think this bitch want to suck my dick.
Exactly. Pretty much.
She want to suck my dick.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you never know. Sometimes that could be a part of your approach. Like, you trying to suck my dick? And see what she say.
Pretty much. Oh man, real fucking talk, man. But listen, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna be talking about why you're not successful in the dating game and what you can do about it. All right. So you're listening to The Bad Boy Show. Do you want to learn the easiest way to have more sex with more women? Then get the critically acclaimed book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. In this book, you'll learn everything you need to know about attracting and sleeping with beautiful women. That's How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Get your copy today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com. Are you an actor who needs headshots? Do you have an event or a wedding coming up and you need a photographer? If you do, make sure you go to PavionPhoto.com. Pavion is a professional photographer who will supply you with high-quality video and photography services for any event. Contact him at PavionPhoto.com. That's PAVION Photo.com. PavionPhoto.com. Yeah, we are back.
Right.
We are back on the Bad Boy Show. You feel me?
Nice.
And just FYI, while we were recording the show, we got a few people who have just joined the Bad Boy membership. Okay, so we got to clap it up for that real quick, because you know it's going down. It's going down. And this show is not even live. We're pre-recording it, but like right now it's just happening. We get notifications on the phone. So, you know, shout out to all you guys who are joining the Bad Boy membership. And remember, you know, there's one more day left. So on Monday the 28th, because that's Cyber Monday at midnight, you know, as it's going into November 29th, it's going to end. So this is your last chance to get the sale. And the sale is that if you join the Bad Boy membership by the 28th, right, you're going to get the ebook, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, and How to Pick Up and Date Multiple Women seminar DVD for free. Okay.
Oh,
like that deal is ridiculous. You understand?
Nah, I was about to say that.
Miles is like, yo, you're giving away too much. You're giving away too much.
Yeah, for real.
Like, seriously.
That DVD is serious, B. Like,
I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, dude, y'all got to get up on this, man. I'm telling y'all. So make sure you take advantage of that. If you are, if you're not, on the Bad Boy membership, you're missing the fuck out. You feel me? But, so today we're going to be talking about, why, you're not successful in the dating game, right? And the things that you can do to really pump this up and make this happen, right? Now, one of the reasons that most guys aren't successful in the game, and we were talking about this earlier, sort of before with the break or whatever, is that, the mindset, and a lot of guys aren't confident. A lot of guys, they have low self-esteem, and, they let their insecurities get the best of them. Do you understand? And so what happens is that when you're dealing with women, and I've said this a million times, women are all about how they feel. Do you understand? And this goes for, a lot of different facets of, how they interact in different situations. So a lot of times when you go up to a girl, and if you're confident and you're sure of yourself and you talk to her, right, that makes her feel good to be in the presence of a guy who's confident and who's sure of himself. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because what she's saying to herself is, wow, this confident guy is into me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you go up to a girl and you're scared to talk to her, you're nervous, you look weak and all this other stuff, what it does is it makes her think to herself, damn, why do I keep attracting these weak cornball dudes? Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of times women, they equate their worth on the type of guys they attract. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you come up to a girl looking like, oh, I'm scared to talk to you and I'm nervous around you and this and this and that, she's going to be pissed off or repelled. Not even necessarily just because you're not showing the confidence, but she's thinking, what am I doing wrong that I'm getting this guy to even come up to me like this? Do you see what I'm saying? Or this type of dude. So it's really important for you to really be confident in yourself and to, be sure of yourself when you're approaching women, because that dramatically increases the chances of the woman wanting to get with you. You understand what I'm saying? And being attracted to you. Because a lot of times women run into a lot of guys who are on that, scared shit. So they'll either run into guys who are scared or they might run into guys who are just on some super like cocky, arrogant, douchey type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Where it's like they're also insecure, but they're sort of overcompensating for the insecurity by trying to be, too over the top. You understand? But if you're just a cool, regular, calm, collected guy and you're sure of yourself and you're confident within yourself, that's gonna, make a lot of more women receptive to how you are. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's really, really important. And by the way, when you get How to Have Sex with Two Women in a Day, it comes with a audio program called The Confidence Booster. So guys, seriously, now I'm like, I think I gave too much. This is like a lot of shit. This is getting so make sure you guys go to Bad Boy membership and join the membership so you get that shit popping. But anyway, yeah, man, that confidence shit is real, man. That shit is serious because it's all energy, man. It's all that energy is contagious. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And so the women want to make that happen. Now, another reason why, the dating game isn't really working for you is you're too outcome dependent. Okay? Too outcome dependent. We talked about this before. I talked about this in my DVD, Reclaim the Game, New Dating Rules for Men. So you guys can get that at MrLocario.com. But when you're too outcome dependent, what happens is that you're not in the moment. And when you're not in the moment, that's what sort of messes up things that's going to happen later on. So you're so busy thinking about later on that you're not in the moment. But if you were in the moment, what happens later on would most likely be beneficial to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you stop worrying about what she's going to do and what she's going to say, and if she likes you, you understand what I'm saying? Then it will be better for you in the long run. See, this is I'm gonna tell you guys how to make this work for you, on a practical level, right? When you talk to a woman, always talk to her and ask her questions, see what she's about, and come at it where you're trying to see if you like her. Don't worry about if she likes you. You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is that if you do it this way and you see if you're talking to her to see if you like her, what's going to happen is that now you're not worrying about what she's thinking about you, right? Then by you evaluating her, she notices that. So then what happens is that you stand out from other dudes. You understand? And then because other dudes is trying to prove themselves, but now you're trying to, she's trying to prove herself now because you're evaluating her. You're trying to see if you like her. You see what I'm saying? So
Stop. You need to rewind and say that shit again.
Right. So
because that's the type of jewel that niggas are missed.
Exactly.
But they don't even realize how important the whole shit is because they don't even understand that you evaluating her changes the whole dynamic.
Exactly.
It's like when you go into a job interview, you're the one that needs the job.
Right.
The company is looking for somebody to fill a spot, but they don't necessarily need you.
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
They're still waiting to decide whether or not to give you the job. You understand?
Right.
So that's the importance of it. You can have all the qualifications in the world, but if you're not a good fit for this company, we still don't have to hire you.
Right. Exactly.
So say that part again real quick.
Right. So again, if you guys want to make this work for you, right, instead of trying to, wondering if she likes you, instead of worrying about if she likes you, you evaluate her, you ask her questions so that she can prove herself to you. So you're seeing if you like her. Do you understand what I'm saying? So instead of trying to get her like you, make her, basically see, or you have to see if you like her. You understand? So basically you're just flipping it around. You understand? And this is the funny part about that whole situation is that sometimes when you do this, if a chick initially wasn't even interested in you, sometimes she starts to get interested in you just simply by you doing this. You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is that since you, it's almost like, what you're doing without saying it is that you're saying to her, yo, I'm not even trying to holler at you yet. I'm still seeing if I want to. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's why, and then the thing is that now you become more of a challenge to her versus the other guys who are like, hey girl, hey baby, what's up, blah, 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 doing all that other extra shit trying to get the girl to like them. You understand what I'm saying? So now it's like you're falling back and you're saying you're evaluating her and then you're asking her questions and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that seems cool. That I don't know about that. And you learn how to like, playfully flirt with her so that, she sees that you're not just some dude that's gonna, be trying to get her, to basically like, you're not trying to get her to, like you and all this other stuff. You're trying to see, okay, what do you have to offer? What is it about you that I should even bother to keep talking to you? Should I even bother to get your number? Should I give you my number? I don't know yet. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like different things to, make it happen like that. I'm going to do a bad boy membership program just on that, on evaluating chicks and certain questions you can ask them and all this other stuff, so y'all can really get that shit down. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna do that shit.
Let me add something real quick. Make sure you put a part in there that talks about evaluating chicks by looking at their body language.
Right. Exactly.
And looking at the environment that you're in. You understand?
Right.
And I'm gonna give a quick story real quick. Like, okay, so it was, what was it, Wednesday? Wednesday, they let us out of work early, and me and a coworker went to go have drinks at a bar. All right. Right. So we're in the bar. Then across from us is these two chicks, like what? And they're chicks that any one of y'all niggas would consider either dons or at least a 9. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Like, they straight up look like these strippers that just either got off work or they're getting ready to go to work. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Like bad bitches, weave, makeup, big titties, tattoos all over the place and all of that shit. Right. So, I saw the girl. They were sitting right across from us. Me and my coworker sitting there. My coworker is a lady. She's this older lady. We was just chilling, and she was like, "Oh, you should talk to them. You should talk to them." And I said, "Nah, I'm good." I said, "Only reason why I would talk to any of them is to ask them to be models for my to be models for my shit. But right now, the type of chick I'm looking for is a chick that don't have any tattoos, especially all up and down her arm, like
Right.
these chicks have. And then other than that, I already scoped them out. Like they were sitting there together, and you know when, like, again, this is why I'm talking about evaluating chicks in the environment, because they in the bar and it's like they're only there. They're like into each other. Like they're not looking around.
Right.
Like, you know how sometimes you could kind of look up and catch a chick, like at least looking your way, just to look at your T-shirt or
Right.
just to check you out, just to see, like, on a casual level.
Right.
Like they weren't checking nobody out. Like they were
Right.
totally like into their own shit. And I said to my coworker, I said, "Nah, I'm good on those chicks." And she's like, "No, but they're so pretty. You should say something to them." And I'm like, "No, I'm good. Trust me."
Right.
So we're there chilling, talking about work and this and that and this, and another girl comes up. Now I started, me and my coworker, we were talking loud, talking about being from New York. We were talking to the bartender and all this shit. So the girl next to us, she was like, "Ooh, I heard you from New York, and happy Thanksgiving." And so this girl, she wasn't as cute as other broads, but she was social. You know what I'm saying? She was sociable. And she was cute enough for me to holler at and say something to and go carry on a conversation for a little bit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
She was waiting there to found out she was waiting for a dude that she's talking to. They kind of like just started dating, and he was late and all this shit. So I'm just there chatting her up. Like I said, she was cute, not as bad as the other broad, but she was cute enough for me to spend some time chatting her up and shit, whatever, right? Told I was a photographer, gave her my card and all that type of shit. But that's just what it was. I wasn't trying to get with her or nothing like that. That was just like me just, getting a little practice in or whatever it was. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So now back to me. This story's going somewhere, by the way. I just want to let you know the scene. So I'm back to my coworker now, and we chilling. Now some dudes come in, some regular ass niggas, the niggas with the fitted and the chains,
Right.
and the fucking basketball jersey with the white shirt under it and the jeans and just regular ass dumb niggas, like regular ass dumb niggas. And I'm, it sounds fucked up for me to call them dumb niggas off the bat, but I saw everything happen already.
Right.
That's why I'm calling them dumb niggas. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they up in there and they all in, they sitting. Okay, so you have a U-shaped bar. Like I said, I'm on one side of the U, and the bad bitches are directly across from me on the other side of the U, and then the dudes is on the curve of the U. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They sitting on the curve of the U, like trying to catch eye contact with these broads. And like I said, I already peeped it. They wasn't looking at nobody. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So these niggas is trying to catch their attention, and then one of them picked up something on what the other one was saying to what the girls were talking about, and started he forced his way into the conversation. You understand?
Right.
So I already saw yo, no, my nigga, leave them bitches alone. They're not really. Next thing you know, I'm telling you, my niggas, y'all got a really deep game. Next thing you know, the niggas is talking about something that the girls is talking about, and then the dude, one of the dudes is like, "Yo, y'all want to do some shots or something?"
Right.
Son, when he said that, that's when the bitches all of a sudden had some type of interest. One of the bitches was like, "Oh, how we gonna do shots? Are you sitting all the way over there? Come over here and let's do some shots."
Right.
Okay, so this nigga bought, it was 3 broads and him and his man. So this nigga paid for 5 shots.
Wow.
Right? And then that was fun. That was when the bitches actually paid them some mind, my nigga.
Right.
Then I forgot. This was a big part. So after the guy kind of forced his way into the conversation,
Right.
the bitches went right back to talking to themselves alone, my nigga.
Right. Wow.
And even after that, the nigga still was like, "Yo, let's do shots."
Wow. So he bought the shot, his boy or whoever bought the shots after his man's tried to force. Oh my God.
After. Imagine, he tried to force himself into the conversation, then the bitches began ignoring them again, then he offered the shots, then the bitches was like, "Oh, how we gonna do shots when you're all the way over there? Come over here, let's do the shots."
Right.
But check it out. The bitches was done eating and doing whatever they had to do.
Right.
So they did the shots, and then right after that, they was like, "All right, you know, it was nice meeting y'all. We gonna go now. Peace. Bye.
Wow.
And then, there was a cop. There was a, you know, you got the bad bitch. You got the regular, like, cute bitch. And then you got the cock-blocking bitch in the middle. She was holding both of their hands talking about, all right, we gonna go now. Bye. Y'all take care. Bye.
Oh, my
and was
God.
holding their hands, pulling them out the fucking bar. And wouldn't you know, these two dumb niggas followed them out the bar, my nigga.
Wow. Yo. Oh, man. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy.
I can't. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta peep the game. Like, peep what's going on a little bit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. Now that's true.
I have no problem with the fact that the niggas they made an attempt, but they got you out your pocket.
Right.
And they still ignored your punk ass. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, make your attempt, make an approach. That's all good. But when you see the vibe or you see the lack thereof,
Mm-hmm.
do what's right. Don't fucking spend your money on some bitches that they showing you signs that they're not interested in you, son.
That's the thing. He didn't, like, when he tried to, you know, have the convo with them and he saw that they wasn't trying to, you know, talk, that should have been the end of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That should have been the fucking end.
I was talking with my coworker. I was like, you noticed that they started ignoring them again, right? You notice that, right? She's like, yeah, because she, like I said, she's an OG bitch. Like, she's like 50, this coworker chick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she's like, yeah, I beat that shit. They stupid. Like, she wasn't telling me to holler at them bitches no more because she saw the type of shit they was on. You understand?
Right. And see that, and that's
but again, this is why the game is not working for a lot of you niggas, because he was applying for the job.
Right.
He should have been the fucking company evaluating the bitch.
Exactly. That's
and if he had evaluated these bitches, you would have realized these chicks is not cut out for working at my company.
Exactly.
I'm gonna leave them alone.
Exactly.
But no, you buying 5 shots. You buying 5 shots of bitches you don't even know and who's not really giving you the time of day, my nigga.
And see, you know what it is too? A lot of these dudes out here, sometimes what happens is that they have this feeling that they need for it to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So they're attached to the idea that I have to get these women, I have to get this girl, I have to get that girl over there. She has to, I have to get her to say yes. I got to keep going. I got to keep, and it's like, nah, the part of the game is knowing when to call that shit a fucking day with a chick. You understand what I'm saying? Either that be when you first start talking to her, that be when you dating her, you know, whatever. You got to know when to call it a day with a chick. You understand? Like,
you got to know when to charge a chick to the game, just like, what was it? That's what title of the show last week, right?
Right.
The last week's show. You know,
right. And that's the thing, because, you know, it's like your dating shit is not going to be on point if you're continuously trying to chase that situation, and usually that's just for the ego. You understand? Like, you want to feel like, oh, I got her, I got that bitch. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, like, just let that shit go. And it's funny because it's almost like, see, this is another thing. The reason why a lot of dudes are unsuccessful in dating is because they don't realize that there's an abundance of women out there. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And by you focusing on this one chick, or, you know, trying to make it happen with this one girl because of whatever it is, like, you're sort of like messing it up for yourself, because you're wasting so much time focusing on her. You missing all the other chicks around you. You missing, just like you said, there was another chick there you was just talking to, having a conversation, and everything was cool. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's different types of girls always around. You know what I mean? But dudes, it's like they just have to get this one, or have to. I'm like, nah, man. And it's like, there's always, cause trust me, those two dudes probably ended up seeing like a even badder chick when they walked outside or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, somewhere else.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh man, niggas is buying shots.
And the thing too is the reason why that could be very detrimental, right? Is that let's just say he followed these chicks out. They followed these chicks outside the bar,
right?
And they was like, you know, they kept following them, kept trying to stick game, and followed them all the way back to their car or whatever it was.
Right.
Do you know how you look to these bitches now?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, right?
You see what I'm saying? So they put you in the category where they feel like, yo, this nigga would do anything to fuck with me.
Right.
So I'm gonna get his number and then put his dumb ass in the friend zone and make him and his friends buy me iPhones so I can go put a down payment on the house.
Right, exactly right.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's all a part of the game. It's all a part of the game, son. All of it.
Real talk. And see, that's the thing. And overall, it's like the way that you actually have success, in the game is that you have to see these, mistakes, that you make sometimes and say, okay, let me fall back and not do that no more. So that same guy who bought those chicks the shots, he should be like, look, I ain't never doing that shit again. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that should be what he's learned. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, the reason why dudes keep messing up or they're not successful is because they're not, learning from their mistakes. Like, cause like he'll end up probably, if he didn't learn, he'll end up doing the same shit again, next time you go out. You feel what I mean? And it's like, yo, you gotta learn what the deal is. You understand? You gotta learn how to really make it happen.
Them niggas will be the first to say some shit like, oh, it ain't nothing because I got the money and it doesn't matter. Listen to me, man. I'm not saying that you can't make buying shots a part of your game. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But when you have to force yourself into a conversation,
right,
and then after you interject and have a small back and forth with a group of broads, and then they begin ignoring you all over again, where your only recourse is to offer them shots, then there's something wrong with the situation.
Right.
You understand me?
Right.
Now, if he came up there and as soon as he sat down, they started checking him out, and then he said hey, and they said hi, and there was a mutual interest in the conversation, and both of them was like, hey, what do you guys do? And she was like, oh yeah, we do this. What do you do? And happy Thanksgiving and so on and so forth, and this, that, and the third. If you want to offer the chicks shots, fine.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying be a stingy nigga or don't be spending your money on these broads and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not saying that. But if you see that you have to pull teeth to try to carry a conversation with a bitch,
right,
and you feel like the only way you can make something happen is to offer them alcohol, you're wasting your money.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
That's what I'm saying.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. And see, this is why you gotta make sure that you are up on your game, that you understand the game so that you don't have to go through all the dumb shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's really what that is, man. But listen, anything else you want to say before we get out of here, Miles?
Yo, man, support the real, man. Support the real. www.badboymembership.com, undeniablegame.com.
Exactly.
Sign up, get your email, send a donation, send a question. Just, get this shit popping, man. Niggas 2016 was a rough year, man. Got to approach 2017 like we want to make a difference. You feel me? So
exactly.
Get on it.
Exactly. And remember, guys, tomorrow is the last day for the Bad Boy membership sale, the Black Friday through Cyber Monday sale, where you get how to have sex with 2 women a day and how to pick up and date multiple women seminar for free when you join the Bad Boy membership. All right? Yeah,
that
man.
Seminar is so serious.
Exactly.
Ain't that the seminar where you had that sexy broad doing the demonstrations and shit?
Was it? Nah, I think that was the other one. We did like too many seminars, I think. We got like 3 or 4 of them on there.
Nah, son, wasn't Amina on this one though?
Nah, Amina's on the Reclaim the Game. No, she's on the Manhood in the Game. That's what she's on.
Okay.
Yeah, see, we got too many seminars.
This seminar was still the shit though. You can drop a lot of jewels on this shit.
Right, and on top of that, if you actually join the Bad Boy membership, the other seminars, the Manhood in the Game and the Reclaim the Game seminar are on the membership, so you get to watch that on the membership, so you don't even have to get that separately. You know what I'm saying? So it's all there, man. It's all there. But yeah, make sure you guys go check that out, and we will holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. We are gone. We're out. Peace. Later.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.